people.
People of Earth. All right, here we go. It starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello there, Jill. They call me Happy Pete. I came to the store to buy myself a treat. You look so unhappy that you're making me sad. I won't buy as much, 'cause now I feel bad.
Real villain mustache.
A great pair of nerd glasses in about an hour. This is the morning stream.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's Wednesday, January 26, 2022. I'm Scott. He's Brian. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, people.
Good morning. Was that one of your post-show raps, Scott? I know that you do these raps after recording.
Yeah, I enjoy them. They're really fun. This starts with this, and then we get into it. I'm not doing it now, but yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
but it wasn't that clip you played wasn't one of yours.
No, that wasn't one of mine.
Lisa, you're awfully sad.
Yeah, he's a sad little man.
Hello there, Jill.
Jill. He got Lisa.
Jill. Should have remembered her name was Jill.
When you said Lisa, it didn't click on any bells for me.
I just needed a two-syllable name for my rap.
Yeah, there's this whole. So I found this infomercial about sales and service. And I couldn't not capture some.
Yeah, no, that is some magic audio right there.
That's
like, I
really
want
good.
More.
Hello
and I assume there's a lot more.
Oh, there's a lot more. In fact, there might be more today. More today. Welcome back, everybody. We got a show to do. We're going to do it. That's what we're here for. I would like to start things off today by stumping Brian.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Stump me.
A little bit of stumpage incoming, Brian. Didn't prepare Brian for this. He has no idea what I'm about to do, so I'll explain briefly how this is going to work. Because later on, he's going to do Tadpoley feud and
I get to game Scott and Brian later. So let's.
Speaking of which, I'm going to start that login now because it always takes forever. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And the thing I'm going to do to stump you today is a little bit different. Okay. You're a movie buff. We both like films.
We do. And,
Brian in particular, toward the end of the year, he makes sure to watch all the Oscar noms and that sort of stuff. And,
toward the end of the year, but really towards in the beginning of the year now, because that's where a lot of it is now. Like the first couple months of the year, you've got to scramble for.
That's true.
For those last ones.
We don't have. Wait, do we have nominations yet? We don't have that yet.
No, we don't have nominations. We don't even have. Like, usually the Hollywood Reporter is great about saying, all right, if you're going to watch movies you think you're going to be Oscar noms, here are the first 5 you should watch. Then when you're done watching those, you should watch these 5, because it's like, these are guaranteed to be in the nominations. These are most likely to be in the nominations.
Right.
And Claire, I care, because it's a great way to see films that we may not have seen otherwise and that we've really enjoyed.
Yeah, no, it's a tradition I respect. I think it's good.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rapid fire style ask you if you can tell which of these quotes came from what film.
Okay.
Now, many of these are going to be obvious. The trick here isn't that you know them. The trick is that you know them quickly so that we can see if we can get the entire list in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I got to be really quick with my answers. Okay, no fluff. No
fluff.
Garbage.
It's got to be like bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, go.
I can handle the truth.
You can handle the truth. That might be in here. Who knows?
That might be in there, yeah.
So let's start with this one. This is an easy one, little softball top one. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
That'd be The Godfather.
Very well done. Next up. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing
the
world.
Usual Suspects.
All right, good job. Well done. Next up, May the Force be with you.
That's Star Wars.
Yeah, and other Star Wars movies later.
Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's another one. Say hello to my little friend.
Scarface.
All right. You shall not pass.
That'd be Lord of the Rings.
This is Sparta.
That is 300.
Very good. Boy, that escalated quickly.
Oh, geez. Boy, that escalated quickly. Crap. Let's say one of the... let's say Wedding Crashers. I don't know that one.
Anchorman. Next up.
Anchorman, okay.
All Next up. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
That'd be 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Well done. With great power comes great responsibility.
That'd be Spider-Man. Any of them.
Any of them. Any and all.
All of them.
I'm going to skip this one because it's stupid. I'll tell you what it is, but we're not doing it. The first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
Well,
yeah, might be in the title. The title might be right in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That'd be Apocalypse Now.
Well done. Play with matches, you get burned.
That would be I don't know. Firestarter.
Feels like it would be good.
I bet it's in there, but it's probably not the one they're looking for.
Pulp Fiction. Vincent Vega said that. Pulp Fiction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Play with matches, you get burned.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's again. That one's kind of a hard one. How about this one? Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Yeah.
That would be The Dark Knight.
Where's Harvey Dent? All right. How about this one?
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That'd be Terminator 2.
Good job. Shaken, not stirred.
That'd be first appeared in Doctor No.
Incorrect. Goldfinger.
Really?
That's what this
I thought he
says.
said that. I thought he said that in Doctor No.
According to this list from
Okay.
planetofsuccess.com. So I don't know if it's exactly right.
All right. Okay.
Houston, we have a problem.
Apollo 13.
Well done.
Or Apollo 13.
Yeah, you got it. Here's this one. In a comic, you know how you can tell the arch villain's going to be? He's the exact opposite of the hero, and most times they're friends. Like you and me. I should have known way back then. You know why,
is
David?
This, Unbreakable?
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
Okay.
You did
Okay.
it. Good job. First thought was the right thought. Either you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Geez. Yes, that is Batman. Which one is that? That is The Dark Knight Rises?
Dark Knight.
Yeah. Dark Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 from Dark Knight.
Two from Dark Knight.
I just didn't think they'd pull 2 from the same one.
Well, this list, they're ticking by their own
It is
clock.
the Joker who says it, so why wouldn't I think it was The Dark Knight?
It was actually Harvey Dent who said it.
Oh, it was. Oh, I thought it was the Joker. Okay. All right.
Aaron Eckhart, Utah's own Aaron Eckhart, said those words. All right, here's your next one. I'm having an old friend for dinner.
That's the Silence of the Lambs.
You are 100% correct. Next up, I just want to play a game.
Is it War Games?
Nope, Saw. Jigsaw from Saw says that.
Saw. Okay, yeah. I didn't think it. Yeah. Shall we play a game?
Shall we play
is
a
War
game?
Games? Yeah.
Yep. Here's one for you. I have been and always shall be your friend.
That is. Oh my God. I have been. Yes.
This one's so obvious. It's hard. It's
I
actually
know
hard.
it's killing me. It is so obvious. I
Yeah.
have been and always shall be
Yeah.
your friend. Why is this one so hard? Why is it like?
I'll give you a hint.
I could repeat the quote.
Yeah. Verbatim. Here,
Verbatim.
I'll tell you what. Hand on glass. Does that help?
Oh, it's Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan.
Very
Jeez
well done.
Louise. Why
Very well
couldn't
done.
I freaking come up with that?
Good job. All right. If you build it, they will come.
That's Field of Dreams.
Good job. You are a slave like everyone else. You were born into bondage, into a prison that cannot taste or see or touch. A prison of your. Let me read that again. You are a slave like everyone else. You were born into bondage, into a prison that you cannot taste or see or touch. A prison for your mind.
Baby's Day Out.
Matrix is the correct answer.
Matrix. Oh, of course. It's what Fishburne says to Keanu at the beginning, or like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Early on Morpheus
Yes.
business.
Have a pill. Take a pill, would you?
$1 million.
Take a chill pill, he says.
All right, here's one. $1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion.
Is that? Oh, that's Seth Green said that, and Austin Powers.
It was Sean Parker and The Social Network.
Okay, that's also correct.
That's also
I'll also
correct.
accept that one.
All right. I'm mad as
I could
hell.
have sworn that was like, $1 million isn't cool.
It does kind of sound like that. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
That would be Network.
Very good. They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom.
Never take our freedom, Braveheart.
Okay. Here is your. Let's do 2 more of these. It'll make it 30 total.
Okay.
Revenge is a dish Revenge is a dish that tastes best when served cold.
Oh, geez, that came from a movie. I thought that was like just a quotation. I don't think it's monosyllabic enough to be something Schwarzenegger said in Batman and Robin, but let's say that just to move along.
All right, sure. Nope, it's Don Vito Corleone in The Godfather said that.
Godfather, okay.
Pretty sure he coined it, so that is where that comes from, I think.
Yeah.
All right, this one. If my answers frighten you, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Ooh, I like that quote. I don't recognize it, but I like it. If my answers frighten you, because this would be another Silence of the Lambs guess if I can't come up with anything else. We'll just say Silence of the Lambs again.
Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Another Pulp Fiction.
I
need to see Pulp Fiction again. I thought I knew that movie backwards and forwards, but
if I did like a true, mother effing snakes kind of voice for it, it would ruin it.
Yeah, it would have totally been it.
All right, your final question. I hope you get this one. Here it is. They send you here for life, and that's exactly what they'll take.
Is it Shawshank Redemption?
You are correct.
Good deal.
That was red.
I better get that.
Yeah, well done.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
I think you did really well. I think not just like you knew him. The ones you didn't know, whatever, you just don't know him. But the ones you knew him quickly, and that's the hard bit, right? That's hard.
That is, and that's good practice because a lot of times I will sit there and I'll be like, oh my God, well, it'll be just like that. I have been and always will be your friend. Like it sits there at the edge of recognition and acceptance. Like I could tell you that quote verbatim, but.
Yeah. And I would. My problem is when under pressure to answer those questions.
Yes,
I would end up making up things like, or I would come. I'd say, oh, that's so and so from another thing. Like I would think of their other things or other movies an actor was in. I wouldn't think of the main one. Mm-hmm. So well done. I think you did great. That prepares us now for the good times that are to follow when we add Brian Dunaway to this call. And we see just how, ready he is to hit a big buzzer button. Maybe he's ready to hit that button. Maybe he's a little gonna be a little slow on the trigger. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do know that Brian Dunaway's here, joining us for a Battle Royale Tadpoley Feud edition. Hello, Brian. Welcome back. Hello. Oh, I kind of hear him now.
Put on your microphone.
There
we
are.
go.
Hello. Are you there?
Can you? I keep dropping out for me. It's weird.
Oh yeah, you're on some kind of weird deal there. Let me see. You know what? Just for you, I'm moving to Central. Okay, now we're on Central Time. This might help. Let's
go to a time zone that none of us are in.
Yeah, none of us are in Central. We're meeting in the middle. Brian, how are you? Oh, he still sounds bad. It must be something at your office. You sound really crusty.
All right, let's
Ooh. Man, listen to that. That's nasty.
That's some crusty robot business there.
That's no good.
Be right back.
Disconnect and disconnect and reconnect.
He'll come back is what he'll do. Here, what I'll do. You know what? I'll do it. I'll remove him from the group and then re-add him.
There you go. Bootski, boom.
Yeah, here he comes. Let's hit that again. We're doing it again. In the meantime, chat room, you know the number. Some of you are already calling, but I'm not going to take the random call yet. It's 801-471-0462 is the number, as you can see in the chat. If you want to participate in today's Tadpoley feud and possibly win some prizes for yourself and your loved ones, today's your chance. And I can't think of a better place to do it than here or a better time than
right
now.
Here and right now. By the way, speaking of Scarface, that was one of the ones that came up there. I know the quote, still have never seen the movie.
Oh, you should see Scarface.
I know I should. I mean, it's
very good.
It's been on every single teenage boy's poster wall. Poster on the wall of every teenage boy in the 2000s and T-shirts and
it's good.
I know it's good. I just haven't seen it.
It's good, but it's also kind of ridiculous. Like it's not.
Yeah.
I think it holds up, but it holds up in a way that's, I don't know. It's a real stereotypic. Oh, I see him. Brian, are you there?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Oh, now we hear you.
Oh, you sound so much better.
Yeah, you're better now.
It must be my other device. It maybe is trying to upgrade to Windows 11 or something stupid. Whatever.
Yeah,
could be.
It's always something.
Yeah, I upgraded to 11 on my gaming box, and it's still a little weird. There's some weird issues with 11. It's not perfect.
Yeah, well, that's how it is every time we do an upgrade. It's like, well, no, I don't like it.
Yeah, this stuff changes. It's whatever. It messes with my sound settings, and it pisses me off. Anyway, it's good to have you here, Brian. Thank you for coming in here and being a part of this as usual. We're going to add a listener to this as well. Let's find out who's holding. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Robert, Loki Robert in the chat room.
Well, hello, Loki Robert. Nice to have you here. How are you, Loki Robert? You having a good day?
having a good day. How about yourself?
We're getting by. We're making it work. We're pushing it through. We're making it happen. Yeah, all those things.
Loki, Robert, what place? Where do you call home besides Asgard, of course?
Mobile.
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile. I was just speaking of Alabama.
Yeah, we were just talking about Mobile. Do you know what I'm talking about? About the trip to New Orleans isn't so bad from Mobile. It's like kind of quick, and it's weird how fast that goes.
It's just a couple hours.
Yeah, so you can go like 3 states, and you're there. It's crazy how fast you can get there. I spent a little bit of time in Mobile back in the 90s, and I liked it there. Mobile was nice, except it was really hot, and I sweat so bad I thought I was going to die. But other than that, it was great. You guys are great. Anyway, it's good to have you on here. I'm glad you're playing with us today. Brian, you want to explain how this works to Loki Robert and what he might win?
Absolutely. Hello, Jill. It's time to play the feud. Don't be sad. We'll put you in the mood. All right, I've surveyed the Tadpole on some nerdy topics. Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they give us, and it's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Loki Robert, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with one of these chuckleheads. And if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes the game's Kyle is Famous Complete Edition, because you don't want a partial edition of Kyle is Famous, and Due Process.
Oh, I don't know what that is. But,
Dude process.
Yeah, dude.
Due process.
Oh, dude.
Just dude.
Oh,
no,
due
not
process.
dude.
Okay.
Not dude process.
Yeah.
Hey, dude
Okay.
process.
Yeah, we don't talk about the dude process.
That's my
here.
dude process.
Yeah.
Or dude process if you're not into that whole brevity thing.
Sure.
All right, those are the prizes you could win. Let's give them their topic. They've got their hands on the buzzers, I hope.
Mine says waiting for host.
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
There's
you're
the
waiting for me.
buzzer.
Yep,
there it
you're
is.
waiting for me.
I see it now.
All right, I see the two of you guys in here. Hands on your buzzers. We had 580 responses to this. 16 people just could not bear to come up with an answer.
Skip.
Losers. So here is the question. What is the best animated film of all time?
Oh!
Scott.
I can only think of the one that I think is the best. I'll just say it. Chicken Run. It's my favorite. It's
All right.
not gonna
Show
win.
me.
What?
Show me Chicken Run.
Oh, I love Chicken Run.
Yeah.
You have a...
I know.
whatever.
I know. I'm saying, but the first one that came to my mind was the one I love the most. So eat my shorts.
I hate to say it.
No one
580
did it.
responses. Nobody said Chicken Run.
What is wrong
Wow,
with you
not
people?
a single chicken run?
Oh, I
Not
love
a single Chicken Run.
Chicken Run is amazing, you guys. It's
Okay,
in the
all
it's
right.
in my top 10 animated films of all time, maybe number 1. Anyway, all right, fine.
Okay. Well, Brian, here's your chance to steal.
Lion King.
Lion King. Show me Lion King. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I should have gone.
Yep.
30 people.
All right. Fine.
That means that Loki, Robert, you are going to be playing with Brian. The two of you have control of the board and 3 points to start with. Give me some more answers.
Hey, Loki. You got some, or you want me to throw some out there?
You go ahead and throw some out there. I'm drawing.
Keep it
a
in
blank.
mind that I've... Yeah, okay. How about... okay, then let's just go Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast. Show me Beauty and Beast.
Are you serious?
That's because
There
that-
is no...
Because that movie's
I don't
not
even
very
know
good.
you people.
That movie's
I
not
don't
very
even
Beauty and
know
the
the
Beast.
tadpole. I don't
Number
know.
14 on the list.
Are
Okay.
you crazy?
Yeah.
Well, look, man, they didn't have Chicken Run at all. So what are we dealing with here?
What are we working with here?
What even
Yeah.
is this?
I can understand
all right.
that.
Let's go. Shut up. That movie's great. Here comes my answer, which I hope will be a correct one. The answer is... Why is my brain so blank? You know what? It's because there's so many of these. All right, I'll go with what I think everybody in the chat would say. I know my daughter would say Iron Giant. It's in my top 3. Iron Giant.
Sure.
Nice.
Show me the Iron Giant. It was in their top 5, number 5 on the
job.
board.
It's better for me. I get more points that way.
It is. It's better for you if it's not in the top. Their top 3.
All right, I'm on a roll here. Let's go with. I'm on a roll. I got one.
Yeah, go one. It's a tiny roll. It's a Parker House roll.
Let's do The Incredibles probably on here.
Okay. All right. Show me the
Okay.
Incredibles. Ooh,
sweet.
you've now moved up to a Hawaiian roll. Number 6 on the board is
right.
The Incredibles.
Hawaiian roll.
I know those are so good.
They are good. Okay. Toy Story probably might be there.
Yeah, that was my third guess, but
Yeah.
Since I don't even know you people, since you didn't even put Beauty and the Beast in the top, whatever.
All right, show me Toy Story.
Oh,
Number 2.
Okay. Okay.
I quit.
Toy
People are
Story's
crazy.
number 2.
Would it be funny if it would be so funny if Toy Story 3 was number 1 and we know how bad Dunaway hates
Right,
that
just
movie.
the troll. Just
Yeah.
the troll
Look,
that
I
way.
know that most of the Tadpool is like 30s to 50s, right? Come on.
We don't know
tell me
that.
he's the
We don't
top
know
picks.
anything. We know nothing about that.
I've been to the Tadpool. I know those people.
We
I've
don't
looked them in
take
the
any
face.
kind of census. We have zero idea how old anyone is. All right, I'm going to go with I just don't think they're digging into the classics. I think we're going to go with oh geez, why am I blanking on this? I'm trying to stay out.
Sure.
Right?
All right. I'll just say I don't know if sequels are on here. I'll just say one. Toy Story 2.
Okay. All right. Show me Toy Story Dose.
Damn it.
Oh.
Toy Story 2 was number tied for 43rd place.
Okay.
I like Tydford.
Tied for 35th place. There we go. There it is.
Toy Story. I like Toy Story 2. It's good.
Loki, after my confidence was like torpedoed
Dashed.
after the last
Dashed on
right,
the rock.
Yeah.
right. But I've got some, but I'll give you a chance there, Loki, if you want to say something before I say something stupid.
Oh, whoops. He's muted. Why?
Okay, Robert. Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
my bad. That was my fault. I hit the
Sorry
button.
about that,
didn't mean
Loki.
to.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Say again.
That's okay. No, I was saying go ahead.
All right,
Because I'm
He
drawing
said, go
blank.
ahead, go ahead. Just sink the ship. So we'll go middle ground up. How about that?
Up.
We'll
Sure.
try to find something between apparently the old man classics. Apparently, I didn't know I was old.
Yeah.
And something brand new. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Up.
yeah.
All right. Show me that old man and all them damn balloons in that damn first 10 minutes of that movie. Show me up.
Okay.
Number 7.
By the
Okay,
way,
good. That was at least some points.
you
Good.
say
was
something
the point.
new. That movie came out in 2009, just as a reminder.
Well, I know. I meant newer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody is guessing something from this year, right? No one's saying.
I don't know. Who
Maybe they
knows?
would.
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who freaking knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Loki, there's going to be. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. I'm trying to figure the Tadpool out. I just can't quite get them in my head. How about
The story of toys.
Spider-Man
3.
into the Spider-Verse? It seems like that would be a
shit!
Tadpooly answer.
Gosh dang it, dude! That's
all right.
totally on there.
Show me Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Number 1.
Now look
Number
at that.
1. Number 1.
Damn it! All right, keep going.
And it is the best animated film.
But it is fantastic. But I'm trying to figure out where these people are. So
Yes.
let's see. Most of these things seem to be more modern stuff. I'm trying not to say. I got a million of them coming around my head, and I don't want to say them out loud. How about some Hawaii? That was kind of the up era.
Sure.
Sure. Show me Wally. Just like you said it.
No, he's in
Number
there.
8.
Okay. He's winning now. That puts you ahead.
He's winning now.
All right.
4
Loki.
answers left on the board. Or 3, I'm sorry, 3 answers left on the board.
Mhm.
Any blind spots that I'm missing?
Yeah,
I'm
look,
I got a
coming up
million
with
in my
old
head
one.
right now, but I'm trying to figure the Tadpool out.
yeah. They're a hard
Loki, what
bunch.
you got?
They're a hard bunch. What do you think, Loki? You got anything else?
The only thing that's coming to mind is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like you and me would be on that list, but I don't know if anyone else is.
Right.
Whatever. You
Yeah.
guys go with what you're doing. I'm not helping.
Oh man. I do want to say that, but I just feel like, oh man.
I just have to start doing my own favorites.
Well, that's what I was gonna do to start with, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Um,
Iron Giant should be higher. on this list.
Right.
And Chicken Run should be number 1, but whatever.
Chicken Run was right where it was supposed to be.
Freaking love Chicken Run. You're crazy. That movie rocks. It's so good.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what was in that Pixar run there, but nobody liked. But nobody liked that one.
What one?
Cars. I mean, no one's going to say that was the best animated film.
No.
But that was around that little era there. So,
2006. I know these things. It's weird how I know movie years.
It really is. It's an amazing talent, actually.
And it's not every single film ever made, but every once in a while, I'm just like, oh yeah, that was that year.
But even on ones where you're not sure, the ones you come up with are amazingly close. So
Yeah,
right.
Weird.
I'm going to go with
Yeah.
Shrek.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Because why not? Because I have these people. I've got a million animated films in my head, but I can't figure out what they would say after these other choices.
It's the most memeified animated film of all time, right?
Right.
For whatever reason, I still don't know why it is, but it just is. So I think I don't know, maybe you'll get lucky here.
I'm onto something. Maybe I'll get a 10.
The first one is very funny. It's very well done.
It's great. It's just I don't know. It's just a weird period.
Everything that involved Mike Myers was killed about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do that one. Show me Shrek.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, back to you. 3 answers left on the board. You need either of the big ones to win this thing.
Yeah, 10 or 9 here, right?
There's just so many.
Yeah, there are. Seems like they keep coming out with more too.
Yeah.
Every year.
It seems like there's always a new
Weird.
one.
They just keep coming out with more of those.
All right.
I didn't answer that. Yeah, where was Shrek on the list? Shrek was not on the list.
Wow.
That is a proper response.
Nobody said Shrek.
That tells me a lot. That's good. That's good. That tells me a lot.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I skipped right past it. It was number 17. I take that back. It was. Yeah.
Great. I had all these justifications going on in my head, and now it turns out
that was actually giving me some direction there. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go with one of my other favorites. I like the whole series, but we'll say How to Train Your Dragon.
That was my next one.
Show me how the heck you train this dang dragon.
Damn it. Really?
Gosh,
number 20 on the list.
20. Okay.
20.
See, I don't know you people at all apparently anymore. I was going to say A Bug's Life, but you guys don't like that.
Maybe they do.
And I was going to say Land Before Time, like number 8.
I know. I have one to say that's really old, but there's no way they're doing it. I have one from junior high that I still adore to this day, but there's no way it's on here.
Right. So I'm going to switch gears and say, even though people don't identify this necessarily as animated because it's really stop motion, I'm going to say The Nightmare Before Christmas. According when you asked this question, if you asked it in December, I would say probably
that
there.
thing's animated as shit, though. That's super animated.
I call it animated, and it is animated, but some people don't connect the two. You know what I mean?
They're dumb then.
No. Stop motion animation still has the word animation in it.
Yeah.
So,
and if they think otherwise,
I checked.
If those people are dumb, they're dumb.
I'm trying to predict what the tadpole is saying. I'm not predicting what things really are.
Yeah.
All right. Show me The Nightmare Before Christmas. Unbelievably, you want to talk about what should have been higher? That one's number 25. It absolutely should have been in the top 10.
100% should be. Henry Selick is a genius, and also I'll say this, Brian Dunaway, I don't think you're wrong with your assessment that the tadpole's not thinking of stop motion. They just aren't here.
Yeah, they just don't think of that.
Which is a bummer. Okay, so let's go with something that's like. There's a bunch of anime heads in this group, so I'm gonna say
that's where I was going next, but too late.
What's like Akira, the motorcycle one.
Oh,
Tetsuo.
Your game to lose, Scott.
Yeah, the one I got this clip from.
Kaneda.
It's from that.
That's right. All right, show me Akira.
Are you kidding?
Oh.
I wish I could say I was
you got to be Akira and me.
Akira was number 11. It just missed the top 10.
Oh, wow.
Poop.
And when you see what number 10 is,
is it Spirited Away? It is Spirited Away, isn't it?
Well, I thought about Spirited Away. That was where I was going next.
We'll get to those. First, we need to tell Loki Robert that he's our winner. Congratulations, Loki Robert.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Good job, dude.
Send me an email at coverville@gmail.com, and I will get you your prizes. Now, let's see what number 4 is.
All right.
You kind of guessed it. Indeed, Spirited Away.
Yep, I was wrong. Just wasn't thinking.
Well deserved. Watch a big black ghost cough up furniture. It's great.
That's what that is. That's what
it's
that
a great
is.
film.
Yeah.
It is a great film. It totally is. Of the Miyazaki films, it is my favorite. So not surprised. The redundantly named The Transformers.
You
movie.
guys are so trolling us. The best animated film.
That's a great.
Come at me with the Transformers
Listen,
movie.
that's a great movie, but
it is a great movie.
Yeah. It's
Never
animated.
seen it because we got it for Film Sack, and I'm waiting to watch it for Film Sack.
Yeah.
If you gave me 10 slots and said, do you think Transformers the movie is in the top 10 of the best animated films of all time, I'd go,
Yeah, it's not. I get where you're. I mean, I didn't say it either, and I had it in my head even, and I didn't say it. So
yeah. Well, I kind of gave up when I was going that Beauty and the Beast. I'm like, well, shoot, they probably didn't do anything from 80s, 90s. They probably were out.
All right, number 10. Listen, any of the ones you mentioned should have been number 10 before this one. I can't believe people like this. Show me number 10.
Heavy
They
metal.
really-
You people
heavy
are
metal.
so trolling us.
They just
Stop your
they just
trolling.
just like it for the animated boobs is
Yeah.
really what the deal is.
The true troll would have been everybody getting together and coercing themselves to put Toy Story 3 on here. That's what it should have been.
That's true. That
Toy
would
Story
be-
3 did make it to number 31. It was higher than Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
Let me
Well,
rounding
troll
out some of
100.
those upper ones. You mentioned Akira, Aladdin, number 12, Secret of Nim, Beauty and the Beast, Fantasia, Princess Mononoke, Inside Out, Finding Nemo, Kubo and the Two Strings. That should have been higher as well. Moana, Ratatouille. Loved the way some people spelled Ratatouille. That actually should be, almost should have had a Tadpoley feud. Give me any of the spellings of Ratatouille.
No kidding.
Ratatouille gets better and better every time I
No,
watch it.
Ratatouille's amazing. But here's the funny thing I
so
learned
good.
about that I thought about Ratatouille the other day, and it was because someone posted this.
Ratatouille.
Somebody said this on Twitter, and they blew my mind. There's no bad guy in Ratatouille. There is simply a guy who does not want mice making food. That's it. There's no villain.
Right.
It's true.
In a proper world, we don't
wouldn't
want
we
that.
all be that?
Yeah, none of us want to make. We don't want rats making our food. But this one guy, his whole thing, the only thing that made him a villain, played by Ian Holm, brilliantly by the way, was that
mustache made him the villain.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
If you got the mustache, you're a villain. You're just in.
It's true. It's totally
Anyway.
true. South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, Howl's Moving Castle, Titan AE, Jungle Book, Emperor's New Groove, Watership Down, Ladies in the Tramp, Lady in the Tramp,
Ladies in the
Mulan,
Tramp.
Ladies in the Tramp. The highest, closest to Chicken Run we got was The Wrong Trousers, tied for 35th place.
That's a great. It's not a film
something
though.
called Your Name, which I think is an anime, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Two people said Animatrix.
Wow.
You two should meet. Ghost in the Shell, I Love Dogs, James and the Giant Peach, Lilo and Stitch.
I Love Dogs or I Love Dogs?
I Love Dogs.
Isle of Dogs.
Yeah, amazing movie. So
Who
good.
Framed Roger Rabbit all the way down at
Oh, Loki,
tied-
look at you.
Yeah, Yellow Submarine, Goofy Movie.
Goofy movie's pretty good.
It is pretty
You can
good.
give it shit if you want to. but
No,
it's
it holds up. It's 90s as hell, but it's for good fun. We watched it not
Big
long
Hero
ago.
6
It's great.
was higher up there. I forgot to say that one.
Oh yeah,
And,
Big Hero 6. You did say Secret of Nim, right?
I did say Secret Name. That was way up there.
pretty high.
That was my junior high one that I was afraid to say.
And somebody brought up something called The Point, which was a Ringo Starr thing, and I really don't think that they knew what they were talking about.
Did
The
you say
Point?
Pets at all?
Pets? No,
No,
Pets
Secret
sucks.
Life of Pets.
That movie sucks. That's
Or
not-
Sing.
Not bad. What about Zootopia? Did you mention
No, I
Zootopia?
do like Zootopia.
I did not mention Zootopia because the Tadpole didn't mention Zootopia.
Yeah.
Zootopia is worthy of being
Wizards,
there.
that cool Ralph Bakshi Wizards
Yeah.
is up there.
Yeah.
One person said that, but I feel like that needs another.
I think some of these are just too mainstream for the Tadpole. No one's ever going to say, Frozen or Moana or any of those,
Yeah.
even though they're good or they have merit or whatever. It's this is the Tadpole. I don't care about that stuff.
It's the Tadpole. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody said Frozen, but Moana did get a couple.
Good, it deserves it.
Dings. Yep.
I love that.
Amazing story. Never seen Moana.
Take a minute and watch it. It's good. It's very good.
I bet you can find that on the Disney Plus application.
Yep. And
There's hurt feelings.
Check that application to see if it's on there.
There's infantile hurt feelings behind that. So
why? Who?
Yeah. Oh, we were all supposed to watch it, and I kept saying how I wanted to see it, and then the rest of the family watched it without me one night.
Oh, and you're mad, so now you're holding your ground.
Yeah, so I'm still pouting. How many years has that been?
It's been a while. By the way, the movie that movie's interesting because the father of Moana, the character in there, is voice acted by dude what plays Boba Fett. In the
really?
the Boba Fett series, and then Boba Fett voices and stuff from the prequels.
Played all the clones.
Yeah,
that's I'll probably recognize that now because I'm right in the middle of watching Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's just kind of cool. I'm not watching that at all yet. I'm waiting until it's done and everyone gives me a grade because so far I'm hearing the most mixed ass things about that show.
You'll continue to hear that because it's got some amazing moments and it's got some. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, there you go. Boba Fett, a man of mystery. Hey, well done to our listener here. Loki Fett. Wait, what's your
Robert?
Loki Robert. Loki Fett.
Loki Fett.
Loki Fett. I like that.
All you got to do.
Throw Parasite in there, and you'll never have any idea.
All you got to do is send Brian that email, as he mentioned before, coverville@gmail.com, and he will hook you up. Congratulations and well done. Give our best to Alabama and your weird mayor that burps on microphones. Have you seen that lady? You seen her?
No.
Yeah, they're not mayor. They're governor. I forgot her name.
Really? Burped on microphone?
She'll get on. Apparently, she does this all the time. She'll be at a press conference going, and so here in Alabama, we believe. Anyways,
so she's got, yeah. So maybe when she gets nervous, she gets like a little gas.
I don't know. Gassy. I don't know if that's what that is or not. No one likes her either, but apparently she burps a lot. Anyway, Mayor Burps-A-Lot, or sorry, Governor Burps-A-Lot.
Nobody likes her. Some of the constituents must have liked her, right?
Someone likes her, right?
Loki Fett.
All right, that's it. Brian, you did great. And even greater would be the people at home tuning into this week's Play Retro. We had a really great episode where we talked about adver games, basically. Chief among them, Cool Spot, which is actually the 7-Up mascot game that really was good, like an actual good video game. And there were a few other examples of that. And we also talked about some bad ones. So if you want to dig deep into that part of retro gaming culture, check it out. Retro Play, or Play Retro, wherever you get your... I always flip those around because I'm dyslexic about my own show names. Anyway, go find it wherever you get your podcasts. That's Play Retro or frogpants.com/playretro. Brian, anything else you want to say before you go?
Absolutely. Just a reminder, twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway. I play those said retro games throughout the week, and I'll be playing them tonight. I'm probably playing some Berserk.
Oh, yeah, because Berserk, our next game, our next show subject is Berserk, which I don't think we mentioned on the show.
Pocket detected.
Yeah, beep, boop, beep. So that's happening.
Intruder alert.
Exactly. Oh, man, just hearing you say that makes me excited.
Love that game.
Yeah, very cool.
Chicken.
That's going to be a fun one. I played on stream yesterday Donkey Kong Country, and I would just like to say for the record, that game's hard as shit, okay?
I watched it. I had a nightmare about you last night, but yes, I watched it.
It's really hard. That game is hard. And I didn't expect it to be so hard. I never played it very long back in the day, but this time I gave it a real go, and I'm telling you, it's kind of hard, is what I'm saying. They made them hard back then. That's what they did. It's the 90s. That's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stephanie in the chat says she beat it in 6 hours. Well done, Stephanie.
Good for you.
Good for you. All right, that's it. Brian, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later.
No, you.
Eat a turd. Bye.
Wow.
All right, he's out of here. Hey, Brian, we got time for some news. So here's the news.
I don't watch the news.
Well, too bad, because we're doing the news, and it's brought to you by...
Hey, Internet friends. My name is Tom Norman, Tom M. Norm in the chats, and I'm about to put out my second self-published book. It's a superhero story called Night Tracer, and it's being released on February 12th with the ebook available to be pre-ordered starting on February 1st. Jack Shelton's wife Marie is kidnapped while at a fundraising benefit in Florida. Upon receiving the demands, Jack leaves his comfortable life in Green Bay to handle the situation on his own terms. Shaking off the rust of retirement means deems difficult as Jack maneuvers his way through the trials of finding his wife in the unfamiliar Florida towns of Port Charlotte and El Jobin. A story of vengeance and mystery with a twist. Go to bit.ly/Night Tracer for more details and get your copy today.
Oh, man, I should have given you some, intense music, but I couldn't find any in time.
Oh, man. All right. Well, prepare it for next time.
There's always next time.
There's always next time.
Hey, check out this news. It's a Texas story. We're down in the South a lot today. Okay, and that's just how it is.
Okay. All right.
And,
good.
we love you guys. You guys are great.
But
Texas
you
woman
to provide us a lot of material.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. A Texas woman demanded to buy a child from a mother at a Walmart for $500,000.
No, it's a good price. It's a very good price for a child at Walmart. I hear they've been marked down.
Yeah, you got to watch for the deals, You got to keep your eye on the deals,
right.
Get the coupons, cut them out, be ready because you never know when they're going to go down.
It's like Texas, check. Walmart, check. Okay, yeah. This should have been Florida, but we'll take Texas.
We'll take Texas. It's fine. A 49-year-old Texas woman was arrested and charged with third-degree felony last week. I guess that's a third-degree felony to do this. When she attempted to buy a child for $500,000. Rebecca Lynette Taylor was charged with the sale and purchase of a child, according to NBC affiliates down there. The child was with his mother on the self-checkout line in Crockett, Texas, when a white woman with blonde hair approached, according to the affidavit.
Her name was Karen, yeah.
Is her name Karen?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
know.
It's Rebecca. I was hoping it was Karen. Oh, no. Rebecca's the normal lady. It's this other lady.
Right, yes. Yeah, David mentioned the white lady with blonde hair.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned that yet. The Crockett Police Department did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comments. Unclear if Taylor has legal representation. Oh, no, it is her then. Yeah, she was charged. So Rebecca is her name.
No, Rebecca's the one who was trying to buy.
Yeah, so she's the one that's charged.
Yes. Apparently legal to sell your child, not legal to buy a child.
Yeah. So she's the one. Hold on. The child and his mother on the second. Okay, she approached the child and the mother. That's what happened. I just want to make sure I got this straight. It says, let's see. Taylor, the lady who is in trouble, began commenting on her son's blonde hair and blue eyes. She asked how much she could purchase him for. The mom tried to laugh at this comment. Because I would too. I'd go, that's funny. Yeah. Big deal. Thinking she was joking, Taylor told her that she had $250,000 in the car, and she would pay a down payment of half of it. And the lady said, "Well, I wouldn't sell my kid for anything." And she says, "What if I gave you $500,000?"
So really, it wasn't the woman was trying to sell her child. This woman just said, "No, I will buy your child."
This
she's
being charged.
Was Robert Redford, and the lady with her son was Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
and gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. The lady is being charged for trying to buy, not someone else trying to sell.
I feel like she can get out of this just by saying, "Oh, I was joking. I still was joking.
Yeah.
I just happened to have money in the car."
Yeah. Apparently, she's now going to have to do that in court and convince a judge. Let's see. The mother told police Taylor, accompanied by another woman who asked for the child's name. The mother did not tell either of them the name. She told the police, but the two women began to call it out. What? That's weird. She told police, but the two women began to call it out.
Call it out, yeah.
If they knew the name.
Call it out.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, she asked for the child's name. The mother didn't tell them the name, but then the two women began to call it out. Apparently they found the name and started calling out the kid's name.
What the frick are these people doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, Taylor told the women that she wanted to purchase the child for a long time. The mother told her to stay away from her and her child and waited for the two women to leave. Outside in the parking lot, she confronted the mother once again, asking to buy her child. These people.
Yeah, these people. Shouldn't this woman be seeking some psychiatric care for announcing in a Walmart that she had $250,000 in her car?
No kidding. Was anybody watching the door after she said that? Did anybody go running out there?
That seems like the bigger crime, right?
That's really stupid. Well, anyway, I hope
I was going to buy a 4K TV, but child will do.
Yeah, I'll take a $500,000 child. It's fine. Here's a story about Wordle. You know the Wordle. Are you still doing Wordle every day?
I'm still doing Wordle every day.
Yeah,
loving it.
That's what everyone's doing. Everyone's loving the Wordle still.
Everyone's loving the Wordle. You don't like the Wordle.
I don't mind the Wordle. I'm just not driven by the Wordle. I don't feel like I need to do it all the time. I have too many other things going on.
I'm a little. So I put up. Somebody came up with something called Letteral. which is just as hard to say as it is to type.
Sure.
But it's a version of Wordle where you only have to guess one letter, and
that's it.
26 guesses to do it. Basically, you're just there's no skill involved whatsoever. It is really just blinding yourself and trying at a dartboard, and because I put that up as a joke, now people are tweeting me their literal scores, and I kind of feel I feel like I'm getting payback for when I posted my Wordle scores a few weeks ago.
Flooding your timeline with literal
people
scores.
notice that I have not posted a Wordle thing. Somebody who does another show with you, who plays a WoW-based card game, and frequently talks about how well she does on Twitter at said card game. Gave me crap on Twitter for talking about a game I liked.
Interesting.
Yeah. How the Doombots have turned, or not Doombots. What is that? The guy who's got all the exploding little bombs. It's been a while since I've played that game, so
I don't remember either.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I get you. I know where you're headed. So Wordle, still a thing. Actually, that literal is actually the kind of spin-off, rip-off I can appreciate because it's obviously a joke. Like, it's for fun.
Yes. Yeah, it's like Sweardle and Quirdle and...
Yeah, they're just having fun. And
Queerdle is funny, yeah.
They're not ripping it off like some are, and I hate that.
People, you don't need to send me your literal scores. Unless you take 26 letters to guess what the letter is, then it's kind of impressive.
Then that is impressive, yeah. Then suddenly when the game's on. All right, so here's the deal. Twitter has banned Wordle spoiling bot accounts. And in particular, there's one big account that everybody was following.
Wow.
So there was this bot that would basically go to the site, solve the puzzle, and then automatically tweet out the answer. And they banned it. They suspended a bot account that spams players of the smartphone game Wordle. It's also on computers and stuff. It's not smartphone, upi.com, you dummies.
As a matter of fact, that confuses people because they're going to go look for apps. It's a website, which you can get to on...
It's almost like sometimes the press is part of the problem.
Yeah, almost, as if...
I mean, it's a small example, but the social media company suspended Wordlenator on Monday. The bot... it's pretty good. The bot would access the app's code and automatically respond to tweets mentioning the game. Guess what? People don't... Oh, I didn't realize that. So this was not only spoiling as a thing that existed, but it would... If you use the word, it would sniff you out and send it.
If you type the word Wordle in your tweet,
it
would find you and respond and say...
That's insidious. That's like writing it's like typing Harry Potter and having a bot say, Dumbledore dies, or whatever.
Exactly, yes. Oh, you mentioned hashtag Harry Potter. By the way, Dumbledore dies.
Yeah, and we can do that now, by the way,
By
everybody.
the way, Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Okay. I told you about the guy I worked for, the guy that owes me $89,000. That same guy. I come into the work the morning after I stayed up till midnight for a book release of the new Harry Potter. I was really into those books at the time. I pick up that particular book. I come into the office. I've got the book in my hand. Mm-hmm. First words out of his mouth, he's standing there drinking coffee or something, looks at me and goes, Dumbledore dies. Like, you a-hole.
I just saved you 862 pages.
Yeah, he actually said that. Something to that effect. That he saved
did he
me
really?
He's an a-hole.
Like you're only reading the book just to get to the end.
Yeah, and he still owes me. That guy still owes me $89,000. Spoiler: he owed me $89,000 still.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Ben, I don't even mind saying his name. Ben, your name is Ben.
So we gotta say what this little bot would say. He'd say, "Guess what? People don't care about your mediocre linguistic escapades. To teach you a lesson, tomorrow's word is."
Yeah, exactly.
God, what a
I know,
jerk.
Isn't that lame? I hate it. Anyway, and he didn't bother.
It's pretty similar, by the way. It's pretty similar to what what that other co-host of yours said to me about.
Really?
She didn't quite say nobody cares about your mediocre linguistic escapades, but she did say something to that effect.
Oh my. Wow.
But she did give me a winky emoji, so I don't know if she was serious or not.
I bet she was not serious. Although
I think she was not serious.
You know, I did that comic, and it's basically the same thing, and everybody took offense by that. I had to say, this is not directed at anybody. I just thought it was funny. Thanks.
Yeah. And what happened after that? Everybody started tweeting you their wordles.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I got the opposite of what I wanted happen. I got bombarded.
I know. Now I'm getting everybody's literal. That's
I
all
am
right.
seeing-
I can easily create a filter. Creating a filter, people, if you keep this up.
I do. I bring it up all the time, chat. He literally owes me $89,000. It's a contract job that I did for a year and a half. Never got paid. Ugh. You know what I could do with 89 grand?
Oh.
Like all at once.
Even if you took it to a collections agency and got half of that, you could do a lot with that.
Yeah. The problem with all that is, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about it. It just pisses me off. My wife saw him at a blood bank once since all this, and he was all acting like everything was great. Hey,
of course,
good to see how Scott doing it. And I'm like, you bung nugget. All right, moving on. He owes some other people
like that one a lot.
He owes some investors, like some friends of his, a lot more than that. So I guess I feel worse for them. Like he borrowed $500,000 from somebody and never got it back. They went and tried to buy a baby in Texas with that money. Weirdly, just kidding. All right, moving on.
I've got the money in the car.
That is going to do it for your news for today. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be here. Got some tech news to talk about, and after that, Recommendals with Randy. You'll be surprised what I brought today.
You'll be surprised what I thought of my recommendal today.
Oh, good. So all that's coming up, but you got to hear this song first. So, Brian, what is it?
You've got to hear a song first. Everybody's favorite animation movie is Araya. No, nobody's favorite, because that's not an animated movie. That is a person, and he is a mix of R&B and indie and alternative. It's great stuff. This is so good. He's got a brand new album coming out called Ethos, which comes out February 22nd. 2022, so 2/22/22.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah.
We can't wait. We can't wait for that day because it's a Tuesday. Appropriately.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you're killing me here.
2/22/22 is a Tuesday.
Wow. Wow.
So anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Here's what's here and there. It is Araya and the song "Doctor."
I can help you find anything you could possibly want.
Such ostentatious goodies that I can flaunt.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Shut your nasty little face!
The Morning Stream with Scott and Brian and a caveman.
All right, we're back, everybody. That song again.
That song again is Doctor by Araya, Araya. Try that in your Wordle.
Ooh, yeah. Put that in your Wordle and smoke it.
There are 2,163 Wordle words, and that's not one of them.
Hey, I got a little note here for somebody in the chat. Where is it? If I can find it. Shoot. You guys talk so much, it's like way back. Oh, here it is. Theron in the chat says, I've literally heard you mention the $89,000 10 times before. Well, now you have it 11, maybe 12 now. Hey, look, if someone didn't pay you 89 grand, you'd bring it up once in a while. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Gosh, dang it. Money.
They're complaining that you brought it up this many times?
Well, I don't know if they're complaining. It's just like, well, I've literally heard you say this 11. Okay, all right. So I've said it up. I've said it a bunch of times. Yeah. Freaking, I need that money.
Yeah.
All right. Forget about that. Forget about all you've heard.
Somebody owes me $2,000, but certainly not $89,000.
Dude, it's still, it's
still considerable. Yeah.
Yeah. In 2022, them's real money.
They ghosted me.
Yeah. Well, getting ghosted, it's what we do in life. Check this out.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
I agree. And if you're going to have a man do it, why not have Tom Merritt, the man, do it? Tom Merritt, welcome back to the show.
Put me in a box, Scott Johnson.
And a bottle is where you are, sir. I don't know what that means.
I crawl in one every morning.
It's very nice to see you. I feel like it's been longer than a week, and I don't know why I feel that way, but it hasn't.
Yeah, it's been a long week for you, huh?
I think so. Actually, it has been. I haven't told the half of it here on the show, but there's been a lot going on, and as a result, time is feeling a little bit weird. But having you here back again makes us feel good and comfortable, and reminds us that sometimes technology news comes to you in the hands of a giving, warm friend. You know?
Right. And then there's the times when I'm on.
Then there's the times Tom comes on.
Oh.
Well, hey.
I have good news. Good technology news today.
All right.
Things are up and we're getting things.
Whoa.
And it's all thanks to Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
That's
I like it
true.
when we get things.
Yeah.
Things are up.
What are we getting from them?
Revenue is up 20% in Q2 for Microsoft.
Well,
it's Microsoft
for
Q2.
me. I was like, my revenue's not up. Who cares?
Revenue's up for Microsoft overall. LinkedIn up 37%. Even Surface, you'd expect them to stagnate as the pandemic effect wears off. Nope. Surface revenue up 8%. Microsoft Teams, in their battle with Zoom, topped 270 million monthly active users, up from 250 in July.
Jeez.
Cloud revenue grew 32%. So Microsoft, even before they get Activision Blizzard, which won't happen for a long time, flying high. And you get something, Brian. This isn't all about Microsoft.
Really? Oh, I'm going to get something? What am I going to get?
Yeah. You're going to get Android apps next month.
Oh, good.
Officially. No longer in preview.
Okay.
This is,
So Brian's massive use of
will
Android
I get them
apps.
on my Android device?
Yeah.
Or can I get them on a device
well, you can
I actually
already
own?
get Android apps on your Android device. So yes,
Yeah, okay, good.
you will.
Good.
But the official public preview, so I guess it's not. It was in insider preview. Now it's going to be in public preview where everybody can get it, but it's still preview. Android apps coming through the Amazon Android store, not the Google Play Store, on Windows 11. So you'll be able to install.
I have one of those right here.
Pretty much anything that shows up. A limited number of apps in the Amazon App Store. Not everything.
Boy, the Tom giveth, and then the Tom taketh away.
Yeah, I get real excited, and then I'm like, well, but that's overstating it. Limited number of apps in the Amazon App Store. But here's the thing for you DIYers out there. Once this is updated, and you DIYers probably already have the insider build of this, but once it's updated, there are ways then to get any Android app to work. It may or may not work very well because Microsoft does do some tweaking on this. But there's even been people who got the Google Play Store to run on Windows 11 in the insider preview. But for most people, this will just mean some Android apps that are in the Amazon App Store will show up in the Windows App Store as available to put on your Windows 11 machine.
I assume this is emulation or something. How are they doing this? Because it's typically ARM compiled. So what are they doing on Intel?
They are doing a framework. Same way they run Linux stuff on Windows. They have a framework that can translate on the fly and execute it.
Okay.
I hesitate to call it emulation because I know that means something specific in certain cases, and I'm not sure this qualifies.
Right.
But yeah, they've got an Android framework to make it work, and apparently it works pretty good.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's something to look forward to for any Android folks that were hoping to get stuff onto their PC. Dice Tomato in the chat says it's really close to VMware. That's an interesting thing. All right, well, there you go. That sounds like fun. How'd they do on the gaming revenue? I was real curious about that number. Did they release that or say anything about it?
Yes, they did, and they did well. I'm trying to find it now because.
It may not be.
It must not have been as good as. Well, I think Surface was just more surprising, right?
Okay.
So hardware revenue for gaming up 4%.
Okay.
And gaming revenue entirely up 8%, with coming off a record quarter.
Right.
So they had a record $3.6 billion quarter in Q1, their Q1, and they were still up 8% year over year in Q2.
Okay, so that makes sense. I knew they had a really massive holiday, and then things probably cooled down some. I'm guessing for the quarter that.
This is the holiday.
Oh, that is that quarter. Oh, I would have thought that would have been higher. I don't know why.
Yeah. I think it's because they just had such a surprisingly big Q1. I hate it when they put their fiscal years off center.
I know. Why can't they all do it in the same deal? Why? Why all these companies have to have their own damn plan?
Because accountants tell them it's better to do it this way.
I disagree with them and their ideas.
There is a gaming-wise. This isn't part of the earnings report, but according to Bloomberg, Activision has committed to bringing the next few Call of Duties. Potentially the next 3 Call of Duties to PlayStation, whether Microsoft gets Activision or not.
Yeah, and either way, like let's say they do get them, that they're at least 3 Call of Duties away from that ink being dry. You know what I mean? So it makes perfect sense that they could commit to that. So they can do two things at once there. They can say, oh, you're the next 3 guaranteed. Well, yeah, your deal's not even going to be done by then. So probably anyway. So who knows? Like even if you do more
they
after
expect the deal to finish sometime between July this year and June next year. My guess it's probably going to be after the 1st of January 2023. So yeah, that easily gets you into being able to nail down agreements on 3 of them. They already have agreement on the next one, so
yeah,
it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and the only other bit of news that dropped in the wake of the news that they were getting acquired, or that this attempt is being made to acquire them, was Blizzard announced a job opening and therefore announced a new game that doesn't have a title yet. But they're basically calling it an unannounced survival. No, it's a survival game. Think like, Valheim is a new example of this, but there's a ton of these, and apparently they're making one. I don't know what that means, what it'll look like, what's going on. It's a weird genre for Blizzard in particular to get into, but that happened yesterday, and that's all anyone can talk about in my circles. So
Sure.
We'll see.
My brother-in-law, Sean Hollister, over at The Verge, tweeted, Blizzard announces it plans to survive.
Yeah, it plans to exist, persist. Yeah. Persistence is real, everybody. Get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is great. As always, the breaking hot, awesome news happens on Daily Tech News Show, and it usually happens on Wednesdays, not just because I'm there. I just happen to be there. Wednesdays are great days for tech news. At least that's been my experience. So tune in today, and all week's fine. But I'm there today, so if you want to hear me say dumb stuff...
It's kind of the apex, right? The news builds up to a mountain on Wednesday.
A hump, if you will.
Yeah. A real hump day is today.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah,
Brian.
I like it. You might coin a new phrase, Brian. Let's get that. Let's get some traction.
I'm going to copyright that really quick before anybody else gets it.
Yeah, don't look it up on Urban Dictionary though. There's some really weird definitions for it.
Oh, really? Hump has another meaning besides.
Yeah, it means those things in the road that slow you down.
Yeah,
road humps.
That's what that is. Okay, sure. Why not?
Speed humps was my nickname in junior high school and high school, and now.
Yeah, and now, old humps Ibbot over there. Anyway, that's great. We'll be looking forward to that today. Tom, you got any other projects or anything going on people should be hearing about or do?
I do. First of all, it is free HBO week on Daily Tech News Show, free preview week. So if you are a subscriber to our free Acast feed on Daily Tech News Show, you're still going to get all the things patrons would get this week.
Wow.
It's going out to everybody just to kind of say like, hey, if you didn't realize what you get as a patron, here you go. Here's some of the stuff you get.
Here's what you're missing. Like you should know what you're missing. I think that's a good thing to know once in a while.
So there's a rewind show that Scott's on where we look at the lineups from 5 years ago. There's a Live With It from Sarah Lane coming this week. My editor's desk where I talk to Sarah about how we do the show. That's all available on the public feed, dailytechnewsshow.com.
Very nice. Tom Merritt, everybody. Awesome. You know him as Ace Detect on Twitter as well, so go follow him there. Tom, have a great day, and we'll see you later today.
Hey, talk to you later.
Bye. I'm verklempt.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Got a little choked up there, Tom's segment. Not really. All right, we're gonna dive into some recommendals. We like this part of our Wednesday, and at least today, you guys will. You'll find out in a second why I'm saying this or why I'm being cagey. So here we go. We're playing this thing to bring it all in. All right, join us now in welcoming Mr. Randy Jordan to the show. Hello, Randy.
Good morning stream. How are you doing?
We're fine.
Good morning.
Have you had your coffee? I know I don't have to ask, but
I'm on my third cup here.
Yeah.
Taking it intravenously, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
I have just been I've just been making some notes as we go along.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out we're 13 days from Oscar nominations. That's
really?
Because
right.
we're getting them on February 8th. That's because the ceremony is going to be on March 27th. And they typically, they have that time frame, right? When it used to happen in mid-February, we would get Oscar nominations right around the beginning of the year, and it just keeps going back and back and back. I'm really excited because I read blind. I don't know if either of you ever read blind items, but there's all kinds of speculation about who they're having host this year. And the real rumors, the people who actually know someone who knows someone have said it's going to be a trio. And
I've been hearing Tom Holland and is he one of the trio?
No, so there's two trios that have been rumored.
That sounds like a real. By the way, that sounds like a '60s group, the Tom Holland Trio, doesn't it?
Yeah,
totally does. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom like something my grandma would put on her freaking wax cylinder rectiphone.
The Tom Holland Trio with "Love Those Lemons."
So the initial big blind item was that it was going to be Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is great. That would be great.
That'd be fine.
Feels like we've seen that.
Yeah.
But then a really strong "I know somebody" rumor said it's going to be Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. And I've
heard that too. I love that too. Only Oscars in the building, basically.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. Yeah,
I just also on that note, they do have odds out for the Best Picture noms and all that stuff already, Brian.
Do they really? Okay.
Yeah, so like there's a top 3 right now. It's Power of the Dog, Belfast, and West Side Story are all the leading contenders.
Yeah.
And then the next ones, the next highest odds are Licorice Pizza, Dune, King Richard, and Nightmare Alley. Oh, and Coda.
Oh,
and Coda. Yeah, Coda was great. Coda you can see on Apple TV Plus. I recommended it last year.
Yeah.
And saw Licorice Pizza in theaters last weekend, and it is great. Boy, those Heim sisters can act.
Yeah.
So other things I made notes about. I don't understand why movie quotes would be like the most famous quote from any movie, except for some reason Pulp Fiction, not even like the top 10.
Right? I'm about to get medieval on this effort.
Anchorman. Anchorman is the most quotable movie of my lifetime.
Right. And they do that escalated?
Yeah.
So anyway, and also, have either of you seen Absurdle? This game, Absurdle?
No. What is
no,
it?
I've not seen Absurdle.
Okay. Easy to Google and find. Basically, Absurdle is Wordle, only it's got AI behind it and it's working against you.
Let's see.
So it's changing the word you're trying to guess in the background.
Oh, yeah, here it is. The Machiavellian. They call it the Machiavellian version of Wordle.
Yes.
Oh, look at this thing! How horrible! So,
well, you put yourself through this. I wouldn't
Absurdle
do this.
it's hysterical though because it makes a whole game on top of the game where you're trying to eliminate bad letters because you know the AI is also eliminating the letters you guess. So instead of guessing the most likely letters, you start out trying to guess the least likely letters in order to drive it toward a word you might actually know.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh, so it's basically like Quicks, right? Where you're trying to force the
you're trying to force
robot
into
a tiny corner so you can
exactly.
You know what I want to do? I got an idea. Here's what I want to do. I want to make one called Turtle, and here's what I want it to do. I want it to just load really slow to the point that people give up eventually. They just don't want to hang around waiting for it.
And
to
you're trying to guess what animal the turd came from? Is that the
No. I was thinking more like turtle, like the turtle, the animal, the turtle, but I get what you mean. We could go full turd. You want to go turd? Let's go turd.
I see two great opportunities here. Both of you run with that.
All right. Okay. We're going two different directions, same energy.
Have the code on my desk by 5 o'clock.
Knowing me and Scott, you would think I would go with the animal and he would go with the poop. I don't know.
Yeah, what's up with this? Oh my gosh, we've really flipped things around.
When you get it finally right, when it finally loads, will it go, a turtle has made it to the browser? That's how you connect those two right there.
Can we get that actress to do it? Because she's great. I'd like
She is. And by the way, a lot of really amazing voice acting coming from older women lately. Mm-hmm. I'm like excited to talk about my recommendation this week.
Because, we got some old ladies.
Yeah, because there's some really good old woman voice acting.
All right, some old ladies coming up, everybody. Here's what we do. We talk about movies that are streaming, TV shows as well, whatever the content is, and then we talk about them on the show and recommend them to you. We always start with Brian, and I don't think we're going to change that. So, Brian, what's your first recommendal setup here?
My first of two recommendals is a movie that might see some Oscar activity as well, although maybe not for the film itself for Best Picture, but certainly for its actors. And you'll know exactly, from the first two words of this clip, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go.
Lucy's putting the finishing touches on a fancy dinner table. Good china, silver, etc.
The table is set for 4, but there are only 3 chairs. I should have put that in the stage direction.
Okay.
Well, technically, it's 2 chairs and a piano bench.
For a total of
3 chairs.
Lucy's putting the finishing touches on a fancy dinner table. Good china, silver, etc. Table set for 4, but there's only 3 chairs. After a moment, the door opens and Ricky enters. Lucy doesn't hear him. Ricky tiptoes in back of her. Ricky puts...
Why not?
Sorry?
Why doesn't Lucy hear him?
Well, he's about to do that thing where you cover someone's eyes and you say, guess who?
I understand it's a setup. I understand why we need Lucy to not hear him. I just don't understand why in an apartment this size, Lucy doesn't hear, or for that matter, see, the front door open when she's standing 12 feet from it.
We'll work on that.
Thanks.
Ricky tiptoes in back of her and reaches around and covers her eyes with his hands.
Guess who it is?
Oh, hang on. Are we supposed to believe that Ricky believes that Lucy really doesn't know it's him?
Can you do this now?
That Ricky believes that Lucy is not only unfamiliar with his voice, which let's not forget has a Cuban accent, but that he really believes there are at least 7 other men who routinely walk into their apartment.
She has a pretty good point. She has 4 or 5 pretty good points.
And then he killed her with a cow gun air compressor thing.
That is, in fact, being the Ricardos, as you probably can guess. A movie written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, as you can hear from that rapid fire speech delivery right there. They're and of course you hear Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball, Javier Bardem as Ricky Ricardo, and while Javier Bardem is pretty good casting and Nicole Kidman is good casting, she does a great job. The best casting in the film, without a doubt, is J.K. Simmons as William Frawley, aka Fred Mertz.
Oh, I was going to ask who plays Fred Mertz. That's as good to hear.
He is the best. Like, J.K. Simmons is Fred Mertz from another, in another decade. And
wow, how did they? Because Fred Mertz was like a squatty little bald guy.
Yeah, They do have him. I think wearing a little bit of a fat suit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fatten up his face or anything, but he kind of has that squatty posture and stuff that Fred Mertz had.
Yeah.
So the movie, the acting is great. The casting is great. A lot of the dialogue is great. It centers around a 1 week period in the during the filming of Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy, where sure they were working on an episode that you heard them talking about there, but Lucy was being investigated for being a communist because she ticked the wrong box on a form once when she was a kid because she had an uncle that she really loved who was a communist, and because of all that, it kind of rises to the surface during this week in 1953. You're also hearing Tony Hale and Aaliyah Shawkat, so Buster Bluth and Yes. Or I'm sorry, not Yes, Maybe. What was it?
Maybe.
I turned it from a maybe to a yes.
Yeah.
You also...
That's really weird. That
was really weird.
Oh my gosh! All right, go
I don't know what made me think of that. You also get Nina Arianda, who, if you're not familiar with her work on Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton, she is the best thing about
the secretary,
the assistant.
She's
yes.
amazing. She
is amazing, and she plays Mertz. Vivian Lee, aka Ethel Mertz, in this.
Wow, that's a great casting.
So she nails the voice on that too. It is brilliant casting, and it's a cast that you love watching. The story's good, and that's probably the only weak point is that it never feels like there's any real conflict or climax to this. But I think with Aaron Sorkin, maybe you're supposed to just sit there and let the banter wash over you.
Yeah. So can you put it into like Aaron Sorkin's greatest hits for me? Like, where does it belong? Like, at the top of the list is like Social Network and Moneyball and the Steve Jobs, right?
Yeah,
and then bottom of the list is like Malice or Charlie Wilson's War or something like that.
Okay, wow. I'd forgotten about those. I would actually put this right in the middle. It's definitely not the worst thing he's ever done. And the end of the dialogue is, for me, what what made me forget about the lack of danger in the script. Danger. It's I Love Lucy. It's,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, she was in danger of losing everything career-wise because of this,
I
this
thought
communist thing, and you never feel that.
Isn't the whole thing with her? I mean, the whole thing with her is that she was such a pioneer in her day,
yes.
Not just in comedy, but you could hear it in that clip about women actually having a voice in the direction and not just letting men run roughshod over everybody and everything. And if that's the point, if that's the main point of the thing, then it sounds like maybe Aaron Sorkin's the exact right guy to write dialogue like that.
For sure. Yeah, this absolutely showcases what Lucille Ball was in that world, which was a groundbreaking showrunner without people knowing that she was a showrunner. She analyzes the comedy in a scene and says, why is that? That's not funny. Here's what would make that funny. Or let's do it this way. And she is so good with that. And I was all set to poo-poo Nicole Kidman's performance before seeing it, just based on the trailer, just based on why Nicole Kidman and why not any of these other actresses. She, some of those other actresses, Deborah Messing is the first one that comes to mind, would have made a great Lucy Ricardo, but Nicole Kidman makes a fantastic and a spot-on Lucille Ball.
Interesting, because Deborah Messing, I saw a picture of her yesterday. She's got way too much work done. She doesn't look the same anymore. It's like a totally different human being. So I'm not sure that would have worked with her. Not that Nicole Kidman hasn't had work done, but the Cate Blanchett rumor was she was supposed to do this and then passed.
Interesting. And Cate Blanchett, I think, would have been great. I think I said this before. I'd see Cate Blanchett in anything. I've never been disappointed in a Cate Blanchett performance, and her fake teeth and her appearance in Don't Look Up is,
oh my Lord, dude.
Tina said, I thought Cate Blanchett was in this, and I had to stop and say, that was Cate Blanchett in that scene in the talk show.
And also she's working with Medea, by the way. That was Medea standing next to her.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
This is so weird.
I just want to point out, like, if you only know Lucille Ball from I Love Lucy, you don't know even 2/3 of her story. She spent most of her career as a studio exec fighting against a highly misogynist studio system. And if you would like to learn more about that, I highly recommend this podcast called The Plot Thickens. It's by Ben Mankiewicz. I don't know if that name means anything to you, but in his 3rd season of The Plot Thickens, he just runs down everything about Lucille Ball's career and all of the controversies that she faced and so on. And like I say, really awesome podcast that will give you so much more than you ever thought you knew about what was going on for them in like the 60s and 70s.
There's a new documentary called Finding, or maybe it's not new, came out in 2000, called Finding Lucy. Apparently that's real good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen it. Somebody yesterday had recommended it, and it's a good time as any to mention it, so maybe that's a thing. Anyway.
Yeah, and apparently they held something called the Golden Globes. I don't know. I never saw anything about this, but Kidman won the Best Actress in a Motion Picture for this role. So, so it's
she sounded like her, by the way. I knew what it was when we played the clip, so I knew what we were doing.
Of course,
she sounds like her. Like
she does.
Like when she would just talk,
I don't know how many cigarettes she chain smoked before filming to get that voice down, but she sounds just like Lucy Ricardo. Maybe doesn't look exactly like her in the film, but she sounds like her.
Have you ever seen a Hollywood institution taken down as rapidly and thoroughly as the Golden Globes? It's unbelievable.
Sean Penn leading a charge, getting actors to return their Golden Globes.
Is that happening? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. And all of their production companies, like every actor's production company, they bonded together this past year to ignore the nominations when the Golden Globes put them out. And it was just like, wow, how did you make that all happen? It's been only a couple of years, right? Like since basically Amy Poehler on the Golden Globes shat all over the place, right? Like, that's just amazing.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I hadn't heard of that. The last time I saw Sean Penn, he opened a pet store on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it was the Pity Shops season. It was amazing. Anyway, all right. Well, let's do this second one, and that's on Prime, right? That's a Prime deal.
That's on Amazon Prime.
Right.
So if you're getting your packages in a couple days, then you can watch Being the Ricardos on Amazon Prime.
Nice. All right. Any setup for this one?
This is a series, a 3-season series that was recommended to me, and I'm so glad it was.
All right.
Sci-fi.
High anticipation here. Let's see what we got.
7 months ago, My consciousness was sent from the distant future into the body of Special Agent Grant McLaren moments before he would historically have died in the line of duty. Since then, I have assumed his life, his work, his marriage, pretending to be a man very different than myself. In truth, I am Traveler 3468, one of thousands of travelers around the world who have come from a time when life is all but wiped out. To save humanity, to change the path. I know how that must sound, especially to you, Kat. But it's true.
Lasers.
Laser sounds.
I love Eric McCormack so much.
Yeah.
I
didn't until this. This turned me around on him because I'd only known him from Will and Grace, and so I just had that to base it on. I was like, all right, well, he's an adequate sitcom actor.
Oh, my wife watched this.
Yeah,
okay.
So did Randy's wife.
What's the name of it again?
The name of this show is Travelers.
That's
this is
right.
a Netflix 3-season TV series that sadly ended after 3 seasons. They absolutely should have kept it going, but I don't think it got nearly like the first I heard of it was somebody saying, "Hey, if you like Quantum Leap, you might like Travelers." And I said, "Oh, sure, I'll check out the first 3 episodes," and I immediately got hooked. Science fiction tale about people from the future who the only way they time travel is by assuming the roles, taking over the consciousnesses. Oh, I invented a word today.
Yeah, well done.
Of people who are about to die. Yeah. And that clip I played sets it up perfectly, gives you a really good synopsis of what happens. But that's like one of the last episodes of season 2. Like having me pull a clip out from so late in the series to introduce it on Recommendals seems crazy. Other people you might recognize in here, probably the other big recognizable person is Enrico Colantoni, who we've talked about ad nauseum
we love him.
on this show and Film Sack. But
you know how you'd say it? Thank you for letting me be in all the TV shows you recommend this year.
I am time traveling from the future. You don't even get Enrico until season 2, but he is as good in this as he's ever been in anything. And they run into some problems. One woman time travels back into the body of a developmentally disabled woman, and then has to explain how all of a sudden she's, knows all this stuff about medicine and is communicating differently and all that stuff. They have another person who goes into a drug addict and has to kind of wean himself off drugs while he's helping to solve some of these things that come up to cause a bad future. It's a really, really well done sci-fi TV series, and there's more than the passing relationship to Quantum Leap, as we're potentially waiting for another Quantum Leap.
Yeah, they're rebooting that thing.
The reboot here.
Yeah,
and then a lot of relations with other Canadian shows, right? Because these are all Canadian.
They're
actors.
all Canadians. Yeah,
yes.
Everyone. That's all anyone is anymore. They're Canadian. That's it.
And this woman, so the woman I mentioned a minute ago, Mackenzie Porter, had no idea. I'd never seen her in anything before. And I'm like, oh, well, what else has she been in? She's been in country music, Canadian country music for years apparently, and had never even heard of her. But she's great in this. Like, it is a really, really good cast.
Oh, she was in Hell on Wheels. I loved her in that.
Really? Okay.
Also,
I just want to say again, I will watch this because of Eric McCormack. He is Canada's David Duchoveny. David Duchoveny basically had his career. I found it really interesting because like Duchovny is now in his 60s, and when you see Eric McCormack nowadays, you may not realize this. He's 59, guys.
Oh wow,
yeah,
wow.
That guy,
he looks great.
Yeah, how is this? He's got that Keanu magic, is what he's got.
Yeah, I would say it's like Paul Rudd magic with him. It's weird how young he looks still. Of course,
so go watch Travelers and build up enough buzz that they do a follow-up movie like they're doing for everything else, like Ray Donovan, and and close it out so that we get another ending. The ending they give us is good. It's pretty good, but we'd like a much more solid ending to this.
Here's my big question about this. When Kim was watching it, and I would come in the room and see she was watching it, and I would go, "Oh, this looks like a network show to me." So probably not anything I'm into, because it looks like this typical network, like pretty people doing pretty people things, and I kind of just didn't pay attention. It sounds like I had that wrong. But maybe a lot of people did, because that's why I didn't go more than 2 seasons.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there are a couple pretty people in it, but I think if I saw this on network TV, well, first I'd be surprised by all the F-bombs in it, but if I saw this on network TV, I would probably put it up there with things like Evil and first few seasons of X-Files. It has a very fringe kind of feel to it. Probably the best comparison besides Quantum Leap would be Fringe, in tone and style.
Can I just say, because it ends after 3 seasons, I'm scratching my head, because I can't stand it when that happens. We just watched a sitcom. It's not a sitcom. We just watched a very short show from England called Mum, M-U-M. It's 3 series, but there's 6 episodes each, so it's like really over fast. Yeah. And I don't think Mum knew it was coming. I really think they got canceled, at the end of their 3rd season, without knowing in advance that they needed to wrap it up.
Yeah. This feels like they found out they were not going to get renewed. A little closer to the end of the 3rd season, and they did wrap things up, I think, in maybe not a satisfying way, but in kind of that's the least you could do kind of way. But it was still like I absolutely don't regret watching the 3 seasons with the ending we got. But I definitely would love more of an ending.
Well, maybe they'll get a resurgence. That happens. So you never know.
Maybe it's a little bit more than, that's the least you could do to end this thing. It's probably like, okay, well, that wasn't the worst thing you could have done to end. This. Well, that's probably the way it is. Yeah.
So that'll be on Netflix in perpetuity. I should go give it another shot. Kim would probably rewatch
give it another shot.
She raved about it. She freaking loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sci-fi. There is a little bit of relationshipy things, but it's not like, how the CW stuff.
Yeah.
Relationships are as important as fighting Gorilla Grodd or whatever. And
can I get a T-shirt that says relationships are as important as fighting Gorilla Grodd? That's an amazing.
It'd be a red T-shirt with yellow lettering. I'm talking to you, Flash.
That's so good. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
But in this, the relationship issues, purely stem from the people who come into these lives, and while they've done their research to see who they're going into, they don't know everything that they need to know for these relationships. So it's a lot of like, oh yeah, of course I know that, but not done in that overdone tropey, like, of course I knew what you were talking about, honey. Let's continue on.
Okay, I'm down with that. And I also thought he was good, as much as I didn't actually like the show because my wife watched it, but Will there from Will and Grace was in the murder one, the procedural with Mandy Patinkin was in it for a while, and then later the
Criminal Minds.
Yeah,
was it Criminal Minds? Okay,
he was in Criminal Minds, and he was he's good.
Rainbow Bright. I would say that the ending of this is on par with Sam Beckett Never Returned Home in at the end of Quantum Leap. It was a great last episode to kind of say, yep, we're tying up all the loose ends and you're going to get endings to everything you want. But I'd like more.
Yeah.
Only because I just finished watching and I want more.
Yeah. More is good. Sometimes leaving you wanting more is good. So maybe they did the right thing.
Maybe.
All right. Let me tell you what I watched this week. A bunch of reruns of Futurama. That's it. Moving on to Randy. I literally had no time for anything new. I tried to cram something in the other night. Other stuff came up. I just have never had a chunk of time to sit in front of anything and watch anything. So I literally had Futurama playing almost nonstop for a project I had to get done. It's just great background noise for me.
And I'm so happy that the people who made Futurama back in the day were on drugs, good drugs. Like it just
were they?
It just
I don't
comes.
know.
It really comes through.
I don't know if they're on good drugs or
wacky
not.
ideas that get
Sure,
shoved into that show.
entirely possible, I suppose. But it's great. It's great. Just get stuff done. And I had things in my radar. Unfortunately, most of the things even I had on my radar were things you guys have recommended. So I was like, I'm gonna watch that. The HBO Final Duel, The Last Duel.
Oh yeah, The Last Duel. Yeah, Ridley Scott thing. Yeah,
We were
Which
all
you
set
still
to
should
watch that. Yeah, we were all set to watch it, Kim and I, and we didn't. But then that's a recommendal that already happened.
Everybody's
so
a dick in that movie.
Yeah, they're all dicks. Everyone's a dick. So anyway, moving to Randy. Randy, I'd like to hear what this clip is about. Do you have any setup here before we play it?
Nope, this is yours. You're doing a clip about something you watched.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't have one. I got Futurama.
Futurama was his recommendation.
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
Has the coffee addled your mind so badly that you...
I was so excited to figure out what Scott brought because he didn't tell us in advance.
No,
Okay.
Randy was going to make you come up with a clip. I want you to go back to your room and don't come out until you have a clip.
That's right.
There you have it.
So this week I'm coming to you with a recommendal that everyone has seen. This is another one of those. I think everyone has seen it, but it also at the same time feels like a lot of people need to be convinced to see it, right? So I'm here to stand up for the big guy. This was the number 4 most streamed movie according to Real Good for the week ending January 18th. All right.
Okay.
So in this clip, we've just met our protagonist. She's a young woman who previously came of age in a big family that has a tradition of each new young adult receiving a wondrous gift. Only this person did not. And she got nothing and is carried on and is now preparing for her cousin to receive a gift.
It almost sounds like we're doing one of these. Whoops. Like a people's court.
Meet the defendant. She lives in family madrigal, and she...
I'm just trying to help people understand where we're at.
No, it's good. It's good. It just sounded like one of those cases. All right, here you go, everybody. I'm playing Randy's clip now. Here you go. Enjoy.
What are you doing?
They were just asking about the family and...
She was about to tell us about her super awesome gift!
Oh, Mirabel didn't get one.
You didn't get a gift?
Mirabel! Delivery! I gave you the special since you're the only Madrigal kid with no gift. I call it the not special since, you have no gift.
Thanks.
Oh, and tell Antonio good luck. Last gift ceremony was a bummer. Last one being yours, that did not work.
If I was you, I'll be really sad.
Well, my little friend, I am not. Because the truth is, gift or no gift, I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Who wants more cake?
All right, guys, where do I drop the wagon?
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
All right, I still haven't seen this. I want to. It's Encanto, I assume. This is the deal.
Yes, it is Encanto. That is the exceptional Stephanie Beatriz. You know her as Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, what an amazing job putting her in this. Holy cow!
It was, and it's one of those things that's full of stunt casting, and so that's like the weakest part of this whole movie for me is the stunt casting. Like you know, you're making a movie set in Mexico. Does it have to include John Leguizamo? It really doesn't. But sure, let's let him be in this movie. Whereas on the other hand, there's a blink and you'll miss him appearance by Wilmer Valderrama, you know, Fez from that 70s show, and like other sorts of stunt casting that are actually really, really good. But the thing I was talking about earlier is the first voice you heard was the abuela, the grandma, played by Maria Botero. She is just incredible. And when I first started this movie, I thought, you know, am I hearing Anna from Overwatch, like the voice actress who plays Venari in World of Warcraft? You know that voice? And of course, it's like, no, Randy, you just think every old woman sounds exactly the same. Is what's happening right now. But man, this movie is just it's the new Frozen. it's actually performing better than Frozen in some regards. Like,
well, I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be the new Frozen. The Frozen was so commercially. I want it to be like
this
Moana,
is better
where
than the new Frozen. Let's say that.
Okay, fair enough.
I like this a lot more than Frozen did.
Okay. Frozen's fine. I just, you know what I'm saying? Every little girl everywhere is a Frozen character. I'm not poo-pooing on other people's fandoms. I just mean Frozen was so overexposed. So just crammed down our throat.
Frozen was for women, and Scott, you're not one. And this this movie also really strongly centers on the women of the film.
I hear it's strong enough for a man, though.
Yeah. No, it is. It's made for a woman.
Okay.
It's strong enough for men.
Okay, all right.
No, I got your joke. I don't think Randy got it, but I got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep talking.
Yeah,
tell me why I'm going to love this.
This is one of those films also like where Frozen kind of challenged you to pick one or the other. Who do you identify with? The older sister who's sullen or the younger sister who's aloof, right? Like, and I, by the way, always chose the younger sister in Frozen. This film gives you a whole family of people to identify with. And so you have people who identify with the main character who is a little bit of an outcast, or maybe her uncle who is a real serious outcast, or maybe you identify with her older sister who is the trope of the oldest Hispanic girl in a family who has to carry everything literally, and so on. Like, it's just it's chock full of that kind of stuff, but it's just a beautiful film. We have, as we're living in the time, man, when we get every now and then we get a new property with songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and they are all so freaking good.
Well, he can't. Whenever he does stuff, I'm into it. I don't care. I've had some people say, "Well, if you don't like Lin-Manuel Miranda's music, then don't see it." And I'm like, who doesn't like his music?
Yeah,
he's really good. Like, legitimately good. And these are the Moana directors, right? I think, or at least somehow someone is involved. Somebody who worked on Moana worked on this in some major way.
Yeah. Yes. Jared Bush is the director, but he was the writer for Moana.
That's what it is. Something like that. I knew there was a connection. Yeah.
There's it's a whole team, right, that Disney has, and the screenplay by both Jared Bush and Therese Castro Smith is I think it's just one of the best they've ever had. And the reason I say that is because watching this movie for the first time, the entire time, I am going, you know what? This movie is actually about something else entirely, but they didn't beat you over the head with it. Whatever you think it is, that, like, the movie really does not wear its political points on its sleeve at all.
Yeah.
They're almost hidden what the movie's trying to say. You almost have to, when it wraps up, you're like, oh, so what was the point? What was I being told? And that is awesome, in my opinion.
Have you guys seen Fez lately? That dude's a handsome man. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah, look at that guy. Holy crap.
I was amazed. Like, the animation feels like it's just leaps and bounds. Already, Pixar's or Disney's. Is this a Pixar? Or is it just Disney?
Just Disney.
This is just Disney. That's why we're comparing it to Frozen.
Yeah.
The animation is just leaps and bounds over everything else. The way hair moves, the way facial features move as people are talking. It's we are in a whole new world of incredible 3D animation. Just blew me away.
That's cool. Yeah, I need to finally watch it. Carter watched it without me. I was mad at her for it. The chat room really wants us to mention that it's not Mexico, it's Colombia.
Okay.
I guess that's
Latin America.
It's a
Latin America is everything that doesn't speak Portuguese, right?
Okay, sure.
Okay,
it's fair enough.
Just don't want to say okay, Colombia. Can we just say?
Just say it's Colombia. It's fine.
Why don't you just say Colombia?
When she told me about it, she said one of the things she liked about it was there was like real culture on display, like stuff that that if you knew anybody from there or grew up anywhere near there, you understood this stuff like in your guts.
Yeah, they just hit like everything, like I grew up surrounded by Hispanic families where every person in the family is represented in this movie. It's just remarkable on that level.
Yeah.
Because like ultimately when you're watching a Disney movie, you're watching some like white dudes who have sort of given control of the story to people who know what they're saying. right? You know, like Moana. Moana is about all of these Polynesian themes. And the people at the top of making that movie are not Polynesian. They're not from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the same thing here. But man, it's just remarkable how well this movie hits all of the tropes. And I want the trope with a lowercase t, right? It hits all of the facts of a lot of people's experience growing up.
Happy little tropes. We like those tropes.
Happy little tropes.
Nothing wrong with happy little tropes. I'm going to get a beard and a cool fro and paint a picture.
Paint some happy little tropes.
I just want to say it's really beautiful. Like, of course it is, right? Like you wouldn't expect anything less from a full feature Disney film.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is particularly beautiful. Like their animation studios have gotten to a level that's just hard to believe.
Oh no, it's unbelievable. Yeah, and that team in particular. I mean, Moana is now, I don't know what that came out, 2017 or something, 16. Still a gorgeous film with an amazing Mad Max reference in the middle of it. But anyway, amazing movie. You guys should see it if you haven't.
2016.
And I thought that hair was unbelievable. Like I couldn't believe how good the hair looked in that thing. Mm-hmm. And then I see stuff for this movie, and I'm like, all right. We are off the charts with the hair tech.
It is crazy, like to focus so much on it, but it blew me away. Like it was so good. I had to remark on it.
All right.
And to come full circle, Stephanie Beatriz, she is just phenomenal. If you've ever seen her interviewed outside of her performance in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you will recognize her voice. Her actual normal speaking voice is what she's using here. She's lightening it up a little bit because she's playing a woman who's like maybe 18 years old or something like that.
She had a fun run on Modern Family as one of Sofia Vergara's sisters.
Yes, and she does that. She appears on all sorts of things as someone's sister or aunt or something. She was in the new One Day at a Time. She has a couple of appearances there as a family member who shows up. And like I say, Scott wants desperately for everybody to look at Manflesh, but
that's Wilmer. Look at him.
Yeah,
Wilmer is a beast. I didn't know this is where Fez ended up. I'm blown away by his physique, his handsomeness. I might be swinging his direction, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
I was just concluding where we started with Stephanie Beatriz.
But no love for Maria Lopez.
Oh, I like them all. They're all great, but she blew my mind, or he blew my mind. All right, there you go. Disney Plus, of course, for that, and available there now. Randy will compile all of these, put them on his Twitter account, and post these everywhere, including the Discord, Twitter, everywhere, the Facebook group,
the Tadpole Facebook group, where you poll people and ask them to name animated films as though they're a bunch of 65-year-old men.
Yeah, do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So look for
it's
it.
Also
watch
on
for
quicktms.ly, already up there. If you like pretty pictures of all four of our recommendals, then you'll see.
Yeah.
As well as cool little badges with each of our little faces and the streaming service that it's on.
Yeah.
All that stuff there at quicktms.ly.
Yeah, which is really awesome. So go do that. Randy Jordan, a.k.a. Randy Deluxe. We'll see you this weekend for our watching. Or no, we won't see you this weekend because Brian's out of town. We're watching. We did a watch along, everybody, for Film Sack. So,
and I just want to say before you cut me off,
I should do it now just to laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's what he wants. I think that's what he wants. Are you going to say anything for real, or were you joking me? Were you joking me?
No, seriously.
Did you do that or did he? Because either way, it was great.
I did it, but I'm still unsure what he intended for me to do there. So I went ahead and did it. I went ahead and pulled that plug. All right.
That's very funny.
We are at the point of the show where we remind folks at home to join us, if you will, on our Patreon, patreon.com/TMS. Plenty of benefits are there for you on the cheap. Just go check it out at patreon.com/TMS. For everything else, there's frogpants.com/TMS. Hey, Brian, we should leave with a song. Do you have one?
I like that idea. Real quick before we go, just a few days left to be America's Next Top Podcaster. Go to americasnexttopodcaster.com. Just a few more days to apply to be a contestant and have so much fun and, learn a lot about podcasting all in the process. And got some amazing stuff already lined up for this season that we haven't done in previous seasons. And you're going to want to be a part of it. So americasnexttopodcaster.com.
Nice.
All right. Yes, Ian, a.k.a. I Am Sci-Fi, wrote in, said, "Hey there, Sportsmaster and Bloodsport. It's Ian, a.k.a. I Am Sci-Fi." Well, I just said that. "Taking a break from submitting copious amounts of titles in the Tadpole to make my annual song request. This week marks my 38th birthday, and as such, I require rock and or roll. Luckily, the new Peacemaker show on HBO Max is full of music, and this song is great. So is the Tender Crisp. Oh, and so this one is great. So is the Tender Crisp Bacon Cheddar Ranch."
I agree. It's so good that it's right here. That it's real handy for me.
The Tender Crisp Bacon Cheddar Ranch.
Very good. Thanks for giving me plenty of background listening, laughs, and mispronounced words and names all this year. And here's to another 365 until next time. Love the hubbub bub. Signed, Ian.
Nice. Happy birthday, Ian.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy 38th. I haven't seen Peacemaker yet. I am probably going to start that as soon as I finish the really weird effed up show that I'm currently watching. It's really weird and it's really effed up. And then I'm going to watch Peacemaker, which I hear is also weird, but quite a bit less effed up.
Yeah.
This apparently was on one of the episodes, and I love it. It is a cover of the song by Foster the People. Here is Pumped Up Kicks by John Murphy featuring Ralph Saenz.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I'm trying to take a dump.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
We'll leave you to it then, bud.